Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, brought to you by MuchGames.ca. So, this video is going to be a lengthy one. I'm going to tell you that right now because I usually break this up into two parts. Now, when I did this on my channel years ago, I think it was like 2009, give or take, I had no choice but to do it in part 2 or 3 videos because back then you had 10 minutes and 59 seconds. Now you got unlimited. So, basically what this part is going to be entailing in this episode is the story of what happened 5 years ago in Nibelheim with myself, Colette, and Sephiroth. So, it's going to be fun. It's really a good story, I find. I do like this part of the game. The music is good. You can kind of manipulate the way the, what's the word I'm looking for? Manipulate the way the story goes, in a sense. Now, there is a main story to it that you have to do, but there's a few side parts. So obviously we got two Sinua. Yeah, I was gonna say Sinua. We got two Schindler soldiers, myself, and of course the one with the silver hair, in this case, would be Sephiroth. Which, for some reason, his mouth is open. His mouth being open like that is probably to do with the PC version. In the sense that you can actually kind of change the graphics a bit. Actually, a fellow YouTuber that we had a little while ago, like a month ago, in a podcast for Much Games Guides, Moogle Master, basically said during that, and told us, I think it was during it or after, like the post hangout that wasn't live on the internet, like a private chat. Basically told me about this patch or software that you can use called Tifa's Bootleg, which basically gives you today's graphics, like HD graphics, that make the game look a hell of a lot nicer. I'm not going to do that, obviously, because I'm doing this with the original. Now, the graphics are a little bit better on this than if you do it off an emulator on an actual PS1 or something like that. Because I turned up some of the graphic settings. You can basically stick with the original graphics, or you can kind of give it a little bit better. Kind of makes it more polished. But that's something that you don't need extra software to do. It's something that Square Enix threw in. By the way, like I said, you can get this game off Square Enix's website. You can buy it as a digital download. Or you can get the Square Enix version also on Steam. What did I do? I actually got the Steam version, but I also... I got the Steam version on this computer. On my other laptop, I actually have the Square version because when I got it, this game wasn't yet released. And don't worry if you die. You cannot actually, if you yourself, being Cloud, dies, because, let's just say, Sephiroth cannot die. Literally, you can't control him, and he cannot die. Basically, anytime someone attacks him in this story, if anybody uses fire magic, lightning, he basically just takes 0 damage. So let's just say he is invincible. But apparently I have a text message, but I'm not going to be able to really reply to that because of the fact that, well, we know why. But anyway, this is this background story. Now, there's going to be more in this game later on in the game that hints to more things that happened 5 years ago with with this incident. But anyway. Yeah, and every now and then people are going to ask questions, like Zio, for instance. Yes, Genova was a headless spook in the Shinra mention. Well, I kind of gave a spoiler away, the Shinra villain, but yeah, there actually is something else. But it's not really too big of a spoiler because it's going to be in this video. So yeah, pretty surprised with Colette. Town was quiet. Yeah, well, they could have been afraid of the monsters, or yeah, they could have been afraid of, well, Sephiroth and myself, even though I'm not really that powerful. Sephiroth is far better fighter at this point. Considering he's like level 50, and, well, I'll be able to show off probably later, in this video, how, like, his equipment, so, like, what he looks like. Now, not to say that later in the game, if you can get those items and do the exact same setup, that you're gonna be, you know, undamageable. There's probably far better setups. But, if you say, take my picture, I think that's what I'm gonna pick. Yeah, he doesn't take pictures of nobodies. So he basically is being a jackass and, wants a picture of Sephiroth. Yeah, so, yeah, put it that way. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm just letting you read the dialect of the one. So yeah, that is Colette. She kind of has a cowgirl hat there. You know, kind of a rodeo hat. You know, it would have been kind of cool if she kept that hat. But anyway, sadly, no. Sadly, she does not. But anyway, Sephiroth is kind of being an ass. He's kind of reluctant to be in a picture. Like, watch this. Watch. Jeez, take the picture. And he walks right away. Like, you know, he's like, I don't really want to be in this. That's basically his attitude. I don't want to be in this, so... So the Mako reactor was built in Mount Nibble, which is cool. Apparently there's cold mountain air, and it's a great place to have Mako, so hence a reactor. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so there's Colette. Sephiroth is up ahead, I do believe. So yeah, follow her. Yeah, there's Sephiroth. Oh no, the bridge is out. Of course, classic JRPG. fall 50 or more feet, which normally would kill a person, and survive without a scratch. Or tiny scratches. Classic RPG elements. When did you ever see, in recent memory, something like that happen in a Final Fantasy game or any RPG, and they died? Unless it was like, it's probably happened, but normally in these Final Fantasy games, following a fight like that, you survive. Which in reality, you might survive in reality depending on how far it is. But you might also die. Or be seriously injured. But, yeah. I thought I heard the phone upstairs right now. But, because no one else is home right now. But, which is why. But yeah, Sephiroth, 3,264 HP. And, yeah, quick through. So you're going to see some magic that we can actually obtain later in this game. Yes, we can get that attack later in the game that he just did. It's going to take some time, but we can certainly do it. It just has to be ability. So this is something that I think you only see once in this game. Well, there's only one location in the game I think you see one of these. And this is a, I do believe a macro fountain? Yeah, macro fountain. So it's a miracle of nature. If I'm correct, this is where, like, macro crystallizes into materia. But I think I'm right about that. Or something along that lines. I'm sure Sephiroth is going to, enlighten us. Yep, so it's natural state. But anyway, let's just say magic mysterious power. What's so funny about that, Sephiroth? Who was that? Yeah, who did say that? Hojo. We've already met him. We met him a couple of videos ago. He's one that had Red Dovey and Nikki captured. So that is pretty interesting. So we've already met this Hojo. But, anywho. Sorry about that, I had to throw something in the garbage there next to me. If you heard that. Like, paying noise drop. So, yeah. By the way, we're not done yet with this. Well, yeah, there's still quite a bit. But while I'm at it, yeah, you can't access the number, you can't access the items. We don't have anything, really. Now, this is the magic Sephiroth has. He has Cure, Cure 2, Cure 3, Life, Life 2, Regen, all the fires, all the ice, all the lightnings, and quakes, and pretty much all of them, except the Cure material and Life, have, like, all material with them. All we have is Preemptive Strike, which means we can get a chance to Flush Strike. These are the material that he has. And he actually has a slot. Now, I'm not going to go into his equipment, but basically, he does have a sword that is called the Messimune, If you play games like Chrono Trigger, then you probably heard of that name before. He also has an accessory, basically like a ring or something like a ring, called the Toph ring, and I think that is basically it's pretty good. I'm not sure if we can get. I think we can get that item later in the game, but I'm not gonna worry about that. And I can't remember what armlet he has on his armlet right now. We have like mythical armlets or whatever. But anyway, I'm not gonna show that right now, or at all maybe. But yeah, he's pretty powerful. And of course, he doesn't have any limit breaks, or if he does, we don't see anything like that. And we can't even access our limit break because we're only a level 1 soldier. We got 140 HP. He's level 50. And yeah, so basically, just follow Sephiroth. This always happens when I come down that chain that I go the opposite direction sometimes. You can follow Sephiroth, or you can even try to run in front of him, but it doesn't really matter. So let's go up and talk to Sephiroth. Man, this is Genova. What gave that away? The giant sign saying Genova above the door? Yeah, I think that's a big indication that this is actually called Genova. And yes, we've already seen basically Genova back in the Shinra building. Now he says to close the valve, so we close the valve. Why did it break? Yeah, why did that break? I did hear that noise. That is very strange indeed. Okay, care to explain? Okay, so whatever you're doing is not going to make you a great scientist like this Professor Gaston. We don't know who that is. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, and then it becomes material, right? That's right. Alright, normally but Hojo puts something else. Take a look. Funny thing is, you can't actually take a look without talking to Sephiroth. If you go in front of that, and like I did with the valve, it's not going to let you do anything. You actually have to go and talk to Sephiroth, and then he'll say, look through the window. That is pretty cool looking. I think that's kind of awesome looking, to be honest. But what the hell? What is that? That's a normal member of soldier that's exposed to Mako? I guess too much Mako? Yeah, higher degree of Mako than... So we've been exposed to Mako, because that allows us to use magic and all that kind of stuff. But if you have a normal member of soldier that's got too much Mako, they can turn into a beast like that. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, you mean you're different, Sephiroth? Sorry about that, my throat is kind of dry there. While this sequence is going, I think I'll take a sip of cold water. Ah, that is nice and refreshing. Nice and refreshing. Now, unfortunately, you know how we saw a battle at the beginning with me getting killed by a dragon, and then underground we had another battle where Sephiroth did the quake. Basically, hope you enjoyed that, seeing his power, because I can guarantee you that the rest of this video and this story, we're not going to have another fight. Another random encounter. It's basically going to be story driven. Oh, it looks like one of these little Mako beasts is breaking out of its container. Oh yeah, that's pretty damn cool looking. But yeah, it's not going to be actually random battle anymore. Any of those for the rest of the video. It's all going to be story driven. So yeah, like that's what I said about this video. Not having a lot of battles, because that's the way it goes. Yeah, so yeah, more surprised that Shinra is producing monsters. At this juncture, you know, you could stop after the talking sequence. You can basically stop and save, and then continue and turn off your game once you save and pick up right here. So you can save your game and rest. I am going to save my game and rest, but then I actually am going to continue on. Of course, I think I'm going to use a different save file, just in case. Yeah, it's actually called Lines Past, or it'd be called Clouds Past, or whatever you name it. But yeah, now I'm going to continue on, because like I said, I'm going to do this all in one video. So you're probably looking at a half-hour, 40-minute video. I apologize for that, but I want to nail it, or knock. Oh yeah, correct terminology would be knock it out of the park. I want to get this part done with, so we can move on to the world map and continue on with the main story, and chase down Sephiroth basically. And I don't want to break this up into 2 videos. Originally, I'm going to tell you, before I started recording this video today, I was going to break it up into 2 videos. I was going to stop, like, right there when you get to save, rest, and then stop the video, next part, continue on right where we're to. But, nah. Let's just make one long-ass video, and do it all in one shot. It's only one. So, anyway. Sephiroth has, remember I said, kind of spilled the beans earlier in this video? It said something about Shinra Mansion, if you caught it. This is the Shinra Mansion. So a lot of Shinra employees or people who visit from Shinra usually stay in this mansion. So Sephiroth has pretty much locked himself somewhere in the mansion. Now I do know where he's to. So you want to go this way, to the right. You can talk to the soldier. He's just going to say there's no sign of Sephiroth, but he knows Sephiroth came in this room. Well, you kind of see it in, there's an indentation there. You kind of can tell that there's a hidden door here. So, yeah. Let's go down here. And, continue on. By the way, see that there's a door to the right there? That door right... Yeah, there's a door over to the... up a little bit there. Not this door that we just went through, but there is another door. More about that later in the game. Much later in the game now. There is something. Yeah, there might be something with that. But anyway. X year, X month, X day. Genova Project. The use of Macro Reactor 1 was approved. So, a lot of these notes here you're going to see being read out by Sephiroth from Professor Gast. So, who probably... I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's still alive at this point. I don't know if he's dead. Actually, I do know, because I've played this game so many times that it's not funny how many times I've played this game and won the game. I will bet the game. I do know what happened, but anyway. I'm assuming we're going to find out. Yeah, there you go. Why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die? So, Professor Gast is dead. So, anyway, you just go up and talk to Sephiroth, and yeah, there you go. Leave me alone, and you leave. As Cloud by yourself, you will not get the random encounters. Actually, there is no random encounters while you're in the city. And apparently, yeah. So we're getting a little backstory. Sephiroth didn't come out of the Shinra Mansion. Continue to read as if he was possessed by something, and not once did the light in the basement go out. So apparently those candles and lights have unlimited power. They don't go out. So yeah. Of course, what happens next is the question. So of course, the Shinra Mansion. Here we go. Once again, we're in control. What you want to do next, and it's probably obvious, is you want to go back down to that room where we just found Sephiroth. Okay, so he has come out of the room and come up here, because the soldier told us he seems different. So, he's not a hermit that stays in the basement all day. Kind of like me. I do stay in my room a lot. But then again, I don't have a job right now. I do go out. It is January, of course. getting close to that. So, yeah. So, indubitably, let's go. So, who is it? Trader. What are you talking about, Trader? What you talking about, Sepoth? How am I, Trader? I guess you're gonna tell me. Okay, so the planet originally belonged to the Citra. Okay. After a long journey, they would go to something called the Promised Land, which we've heard about already, and find eternal happiness. Okay. Okay, this makes sense. And let me guess. Yeah, those were our ancestors. So our ancestors started building cities and trying to wipe out the Citra and claim the planet for themselves. And long ago, disaster struck the planet. But the only reason the planet survived, or the only reason we survived, the human race, is because we hid. And apparently, it's because the Citra gave up their lives to protect the planet. Okay, so yeah, what does that have to do with you, Sephiroth? Don't you see? Not really. Well, I do, but... So ancient name... So Jenova's an ancient. Okay, found 2,000 years ago. Okay, ancients in the Citra. So you were produced by cells from Jenova that would give you the power of the Citra or the ancients. Interesting. Yes. Okay, so he was the leader of the Genova Project. We kind of already knew that. Or kind of hinted at that. So that's interesting, though. Seriously, I do find this really interesting. Like, I do like this when it comes to an RPG. That sometimes you get a long talking sequence, or background story, or flashback, because it really does get you into the game, and it really does give you a background story. So now, Sephiroth is... Well, going to go see what he calls his mother, aka Jenova. So, yeah, that is going to be interesting. And we'll notice that the soldier is no longer there. So, I guess he went after Sephiroth, or took a break, I don't know. Whoa, this is interesting. What a turn of events. Hey. Okay, yeah, we're still sane. We're not insane in the membrane like Sephiroth. Oh yeah, we just leap of faith over that big old fire. Yeah, leap of faith over the fire. Like, that's possible. A big huge flame like that in the middle of town, we can just magically jump over it. I'm sure someone can actually do that long jump over it, but still, without feeling the heat. Yeah. So, I didn't show it off, but this house right here I just went into is actually my house. The house next to it, the taller one, with the big frames in front of the door, the one that has no door open, that's actually Colette's house. But I didn't show that off. That's optional stuff that you do not have to show off, that you don't have to do, and I decided that before I did this video today, not to do it. Oh, there's Sephiroth killing the villagers. But I do like this scene. This cutscene is pretty damn cool. You know, he's just, you know, in the fire. Walks through the flames, apparently. Without taking a burn. Without getting burned. And there you go. Of course, we know where he's heading. We know from past experience earlier that he's obviously heading to the macro reactor, to the room where Jenova's to. So let's go there. Only question is, where's Colette? We don't know. So that's the question. Oh, it looks like Colette's actually here at the macro reactor. Interesting. Very, very cool. I bet you I'm going to go in the opposite direction when I come down. Yep, it always happens to me. I don't know why. It always happens. Oh. So, Sephiroth killed Colette's father? Okay. Soldier, macro reactor Shinra, she basically... Yeah, she hates them all. So this is probably going to lead to obviously left or led to, I should say, Colette eventually joining Avalanche with Zio. So anyway, Sephiroth wants the door to open. Yeah, how could you do that to Colette's father and the townspeople? And this obviously is going to be a no-win situation. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. So, boom. Now remember back when we first went to Seventh Heaven, like in part two, I think it was, and we did the flashback with myself and Colette. She said, and then kind of that whole flashback where she said, you know, promise to show up when she's in trouble. Well, yeah, there's gonna be a reference to that. So let's talk to her. Yes, we did, and we are here. Unfortunately, we didn't get here in time before you got slashed. But we did get here. So, you know, we weren't entirely not fulfilling our promise there. But anyway, obviously we know that Colette does not die, because if she did, she wouldn't be in the game right now. What else could being able to use her in battle? Or listen to this story in the town of Kala. So, anywho, we're almost done, by the way, if you're wondering, with the flashback. So that's cool. So let me know that. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the flashback. Do you think it gives you another nice bit of background story to the game? Of course, it gets expanded on throughout the game. But anyway, Sephiroth wants to join with his mother, Jenova, to take back the planet from humans like me and like, you know, Colette and Shinra and all these other people. So yeah, they come again, mother. So you're that sick and twisted that you think Jenova is the rightful ruler of the planet. This is also a pretty cool cutscene. I like this cutscene. This game has a lot of cool cutscenes, actually. A lot of, it's CGI, so, a lot of cool ones. So don't worry. And then, obviously we know that's not Jenova. That's just a statue in front of Jenova. But hey, he's pretty damn strong to lift that right out. And obviously, that's Jenova. Which apparently instead of nipples, on her breast, she has eyeballs. Hey, it's there. I'm just making a reference to it. Yup. Sorry about that if you heard me saying yeah or something because my mom just came on. Well, parents came home. But anyway, so yeah, you're the chosen one to lead the planet. I think not. I think not. But anyway. So it's now time to showdown with Sephiroth. But yeah, let's just continue on. And that's the end of my story. What? Cliffhanger? Wait a minute. Yeah, wait a damn it. Isn't there more? Ah, we don't remember. But apparently we challenged Sephiroth and lived. Yeah, in terms of skill, we could never kill him, but apparently official records say that Sephiroth is dead. But those records are made by Shinra's, and obviously he's probably not dead, because remember that guy Palmer in the Shinra building before we fought Rufus said he saw Sephiroth. Which now means yeah, so but anyway, let's see. Wait a sec. Yeah, let's... Wait a sec. Alright. Well, screwed. Beautiful. Yeah, is it all? It doesn't matter. You can pick whatever. It's kind of messing with them. Laugh at them. Just leave it to me. Alright. Oh, brother. That's Zio. Anyway. We're almost done here, by the way. I'll assume he's here with the story. So, that looked like he, yeah. Yeah, we thought you were gonna Colette, but obviously, here you are. And I don't see any scars on you, so... At least they're not visible. Alright, yeah, let's not keep Zio waiting. Let's go. What a fascinating story. Indeed, Dovey, indeed it was. Alright. So, of course, we're using right now, I'm using Dovey and Nikki. Don't worry, I'll be using Zio and Colette later on in the game. Most of this game, I'm going to be using Nikki, because I like using Aries in North America version. But anyway, I'm going to stop the video here, and I'll see you in the next part. Peace out, guys, and thanks for watching.